Episode 296 of the Poor Horsemen. You got LP here.
Oh, JC, Beef Cast.
We also got
Senor Shoshi.
Oh yeah, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, Senor Shoshi.
We're missing just put on the wide real quick so people can see. We're missing Don P. He just couldn't make it today.
El Phil.
I think, maybe Drake let him down. Maybe he's heard about that.
El Felipe.
but man, I think we're in a great time to be alive right now. We really are. Not only
look how excited
I was happy about this, because hip hop was dead for a while, bro. It really was.
Yeah.
And
it was crazy because the conversation was that
it was dead.
It was dead. The superstars was not rapping.
And no offense, but hip hop was Sexy Red.
Yeah, it was all that.
Big Glow,
Playboy Cardi, Young Boy.
Yeah, it wasn't like what we was used to.
Yeah.
Now, I can't give the credit to Drake, but I will say Drake at least ignited a fire under some of our favorite artists, and also now him to me, we'll get into the details, but him losing this current battle to Kendrick has really ignited a lot in the hip hop world. I think
it's a lot of questions.
There's a lot of.
I don't think he ignited it.
He had to.
No, I just genuinely think because of the history and now the tweets popping back up, he just genuinely hated this guy until the point where he had enough. I don't think that's a key to ignition. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's just you just get tired. What was that? I just quoted Three Strikes, the movie, because of Cinco de Mayo. I think about that party scene every time Cinco de Mayo. There's a loop in my head. But remember when they were about to fight the big dude? Face I love. He said, I'm tired of this shit. That's what it is. Like, he's just like, I'm sick of this dude. Like, I've had enough.
He reached his boiling point.
He reached his boiling point.
Yeah.
You see somebody doing something and you just don't like what they do, and they not about that, and you just like, man, I really don't like this dude. And then it's just like, it's over.
I think, and then thinking back on the J. Cole shit, I think Kendrick and Cole had a conversation about this at one point, because when we talked about J. Cole coming back at Kendrick and we were talking about the tone in his voice, and then he apologized, like, it just made sense that he knew that, damn, look, let me just stay out of it, because some of what Kendrick is saying, maybe he's seeing, or maybe he's, he's in this place where Drake is still partying and getting on hoes and da-da-da. Man, it's some truth to whatever this nigga was telling me back in the Gap. Let me fall back. And then now Kendrick is airing out all the shit that he's been saying or he wanted to say. And then, it's just coming to the light.
For the record, I would like that episode to play back. And when I was talking about the J. Cole, I said he knew where his tone was. It wasn't matching with Kendrick's. He backed out because he knew he ain't on no. This ain't no lyrical. This ain't no lyrical competition shit. This is, I don't like this dude. If you siding with him, I'm coming for you. And he ain't on that energy, and he understood that.
I still don't like you apologizing. I don't like that.
Be clear, I still don't like the apology.
I don't like the apology at all.
But it's
as
more
a human being, I can see, but on some hip hop shit, no.
Like, understand that on the hip hop shit, but this ain't no hip hop shit. This ain't no hip hop.
Yeah, it's past that now.
This is hatred.
I don't think it's gonna.
J. Cole should have never responded to Kendrick.
That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like. This is what I'm saying. Let me use an analogy. We hooped in the hood before. You know those games when they really when you trying to post somebody up and they form the shit out of you on your back. And you on that team, and you like, oh yeah, I need to just play one-on-one.
Yeah, or the next time down the court, you just square up. Like, it's no more game anymore.
It's no more game.
Boxing. Yeah.
It's no more game. Yeah. J. Cole saw that early. Like, he already put it out, but he saw the writings on the wall, and he was like, oh, this is what we on. I'm not on that. I can back out. That's fine. Everybody now is hey, J. Cole the smartest in the room. J. Cole is remember everybody, oh, J. Cole, I can't fool with J. Cole. Like, he knew this what this energy was on.
I still feel a way
still
about
kinda
that.
played
I
itself,
still
but-
feel a way, and I don't know if it's because I don't know why, but I definitely still feel a way about it.
I just feel like if he would have just been on that energy where he like talking, like compromising his character and all that stuff,
Yeah.
then him backing out would have been like, oh, no, that's weak. He literally ain't pretty much say nothing other than I'm the best. Your discography is
Mid.
iffy,
Yeah.
mid or whatever. And then that's when he backtracked because he knew again, like, hey, I shouldn't be discrediting this man's work because that ain't what we on. And he knew that.
Okay, let's go to the timeline of these.
So your timeline starts with Like That.
Okay.
Like That. No, first person shooter, if we want to be honest.
Right.
Which everybody says that there was supposed to be them three on the song.
Mm-hmm.
It appears that maybe Drake had sent a request because Kendrick mentions it.
Yes.
Hey, why you send a feature request? We still got some shit to address.
Mm-hmm.
He says that in what? Euphoria?
Yeah.
One of those. Okay.
Yes.
So starts with first person shooter, and then Kendrick responds on Like That.
Yes.
After that, Drake really just
Let me pause. First person shooter, Drake maybe had a line or two, but that was a cold thing.
yes.
But it was really the underlying thing about it. I feel like he was more he was more offended that you requested me to be on this song knowing we don't fuck with
Right.
each other.
But we're just talking about.
But we
in
didn't know that at the
beat.
That's
time.
what I'm
We didn't
saying.
know
Yeah,
that.
we didn't
I'm
have
saying
that.
on Kendrick's behalf,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's what's
Hints.
like, you know, the song didn't really just go at him like that crazy.
It didn't. Yeah,
But
yeah.
just the fact that you were sending me something like, why you sending me an invite to your party knowing we don't
fuck
fool with each
yeah,
other?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
Hence, that's why J. Cole jumped out the window to respond to Kendrick because he went so hard on first person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, cool. So
Yeah. So after that,
like that,
but then J. Cole responds.
response.
And apologizes. So that gives everybody
He's
says,
wiped
hey,
out.
Everybody now we got the heavyweight fight.
Right.
So you had your prelims, Rick Ross.
Okay, throw that in
Rick
there,
Ross.
but that's important.
Nah, because they started having a wealth off. That's not important. to me.
But that track he dropped was live.
but nobody's listening to that
Fine.
ever again.
Cool.
Are you okay?
Cool.
Casey, are you gonna turn on that Rick Ross track ever again in your life that he's dissing Drake?
Probably not.
Nah.
No one is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watch his Instagram stories more
Yeah.
now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he's the troll.
Right.
Okay, so you had Rick Ross drop, and then Drake comes back and responds to everybody on push-ups.
Right.
7 minutes, no hook, straight, respond to everybody.
And that was good.
And I think that's one of Drake's flaws in this, in my opinion. He got to stop responding to the weekend. Fuck the weekend. No.
You can do that.
No.
You can do that,
Man,
because
you gotta
everybody was you had 2 albums
You
put
have
out
to
about
focus
you.
on the one nigga who got
Not yet.
Man,
Not yet. Because just think about it. You got Future, you got Metro, you got The Weeknd, you
They are
got
not
Kendrick,
threats.
you got Rick Ross. I'm just saying, on push-ups, he addressed that and then got at Kendrick to warm up. And then you dropped again with the AI
she
shit.
did tailor-made, which was creative.
Yeah, that was
some
good.
people call
I
it
I
still
said it was
jam that
creative,
shit.
but I still felt like it was corny
Yeah.
because he did the 8 Mile stuff and used the Tupac voice and then even rap in his cadence.
Yeah.
Like that's like, for me, trying to do an impression, but you can't do the Eddie Murphy laugh.
Fair.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
get you that. I get it. But he
that's
still
why
did it.
That's why I couldn't really just fool with it in that regard, because as you know, a creative,
Yeah.
when you are doing your research, when you see people do the impressions of people, stuff like that, they do Ari Spears.
Yeah,
you know,
he can do everybody.
He does
Yeah.
everybody down to a T. You know what I'm saying? When he
what's the
does
other-
Arnold.
Godfrey.
Yeah, Godfrey too. Down to a T. Mannerisms and everything.
I mean, well, but that's a little deep. But
It
I,
is
still,
deep,
yeah, I see what
but-
you're saying, though. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
That comes
but
with
I
it.
like that record.
I like that record too.
I jam that
so, but then this is where things get interesting, and that's where I say Drake his flaw is in this, because when Kendrick dropped that Euphoria, that should have been his moment to be like, I need to take this more serious. And I don't think that he did after that, because Euphoria is crazy. I actually think it's the most lyrical out of all these songs.
This is what I'm getting at too, because we're gonna get into the latest one that dropped.
Of course.
This is all in the span of a week.
Yeah, 4
My
days.
birthday we celebrating birthday Sunday. This came out, what was it, Tuesday?
Tuesday. Dropped on Tuesday at noon.
No, it dropped at 8:24.
No, which one was the noon one?
Euphoria dropped at 8:24. And
yeah, because he used the you're right. And then Kobe, you're right.
Yeah.
And then Euphoria was a banger.
And it was hard.
It was hard.
It was hard.
Like,
matter of fact, he stepped on his own disc because he could have let Euphoria ride for another week.
Euphoria was hard as hell. Like, that hoe was cold.
Yeah, and this shit, because, that fake leak shit.
That wasn't nothing.
That wasn't nothing.
We
Man,
had...
this dude.
I was like, nah, we gotta get, we
some
about
insight.
to be...
We about to party and get, you know what I'm saying, we getting ready for the show. They said Kendrick dropped. This dude...
Oh, yeah, they did say that.
And
we gotta get it.
He took off to go turn it on and tripped. I was like, man, this dude is gonna hurt himself.
Gotta get it.
But that was fake. Well,
it was fake.
It wasn't fake.
PG Lane.
Yeah.
It was old
PG
stuff.
Lane.
Yeah.
Okay. So that wasn't true. But Euphoria really, and first off, I'm gonna say this. You got Black Hebrew Israelites breaking down the lyrics. You got
the meanings.
You got the Nation of Islam breaking down the lyrics. Bro, I don't want a PhD to understand your diss record.
Yeah,
but
I don't want one.
He did say in I guess the most genius way. Drake said he got to come with like a quintuple entendre.
And he
stuff.
did.
And he did twice.
And he said some shit that I don't even understand.
He did it twice on one track.
On one track. Yeah. So
I was like, yo, this is insane.
Euphoria to me was crazy. To me personally, if I'm ranking them, we'll get into that here in a second. That is by far my favorite of the diss tracks, Euphoria. So then after Euphoria, we waiting on Drake. Drake hadn't responded yet. We still waiting. So Kendrick comes back with 616 in LA, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't really a diss track. It was more like
he was trying to tell him to grow up.
Yeah, like it was kind of like be a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, like not even really.
But that's in a way a diss.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That is a diss.
It is a diss.
Like you telling me to grow up, nigga.
I'm grown. I'm 37.
I'm 37.
In that he says, you're 37 acting like a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Stuff like that in there. He just kind of talking to
it. That could be,
no, that's
depending on
diss.
No, because if he told you that, if he saw you tripping like, hey, man, nigga, you grow up, you got a friend. Like, if he told you that, you wouldn't think he was dissing you.
But in some parts of this big ass dude, he likes me.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
They don't like
they don't like each other. So I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, no, but in that track, he was like, nigga, what'd he say? He was like, I wasn't even gonna go to this. I'm just trying to tell you.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, like I ain't even.
Until you brought families in it.
Yeah, I actually like some. Like he was saying this shit.
I like it when you.
Oh no, that was on the other one. He said like when Drake makes melodies.
That's when I was kind of confused. I'm like, all right, do you really just want him to?
I think that was the setup. That's the rope-a-dope.
Okay.
To me, that was the rope-a-dope.
Okay.
And then Family Matters dropped.
No. So first, Drake, no. Something was before Family Matters.
No, 616 in LA.
616.
Oh yeah, and then Family Matters, which everybody thought was gonna clear the internet. Because that shit was hard.
It was hard. He dropped the video.
He dropped the video. They responded to stuff that Kendrick said directly. He went to the
restaurant
Ho King in
that was the restaurant.
The restaurant that Kendrick mentioned.
Kendrick talked about.
So what? I'm just saying. Let's get it. What is that?
Pharrell.
That is the dumbest. That is the weakest shit to me.
But he did it though.
What was the restaurant?
Ho King.
Ho King. That's where Kendrick talked about.
That's the name of the restaurant. Ho King.
But what's significant about the restaurant?
Kendrick said it in the bar.
It's in Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so this is the part that I don't like. That's not a flex that you got these chains on. Y'all talked about it before. We're from the time where niggas would snatch your chain.
But that's why he did that.
No.
Because he said you hadn't snatched my chain.
He bought them.
I know, but what he said, they're saying that he shouldn't wear them because they're going to snatch his shit. He's saying, I'm going to wear all my chains every time you see me. That's what he's doing.
Look, this is what happened. What they said it on the Travis Scott record. He was like, I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Like, so he bought the chains in the auction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Melted them down and like made them his own. And that's really it. That's a big boss flex.
That is not. You spent your money. That's like me. Like,
like you got it to spend.
But no, this is what I'm saying though. Yeah, you got it to spend. I understand that. But that's not in this art of war.
No doubt. This
that
art
is
of war
not
for
the
real.
flex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In regular life, if you come up and you can buy something that you cherish in your childhood, you know what I'm saying? That's cold. You feel me? Like if I just grew up, the money just comes up and I can go to the Rock and buy a Versace shirt he wore when he was a wrestler. Oh yeah, that's a flex. But buying an enemy's chains putting money in their pocket,
Yeah.
and then wearing them. That is not a flex.
A flex
to me.
is the Knicks showing up to the Phillies arena and buying up all their shit. That's a flex.
Yeah,
and you're putting money in their
Fans bought
pocket.
every ticket.
But regardless, that's a different entity.
No, it's not.
because
It's the same thing.
you have to do that to go to the
It's
game.
the art of war, like you said. Like if I got the money to spend, unlimited money to
Yes,
spend,
like they said,
I'm
Chris
gonna
Brown
fuck your
bought all the
yeah,
seats.
I'm gonna fuck your world
all right,
up.
let
At
me-
Quavo's concert.
I'm gonna fuck your world up.
They brought up an old beef this week because beef has been
It's the
out.
theme of the year.
So James Brown stole some,
What?
No, let me go. James Brown stole it was some singer's lady.
Okay.
So and the dude made a hit record about you can keep her. Like
Who is it?
I
Look that up,
look it
stats
up.
and information.
The dude made a hit record saying you can keep her. This shit made James Brown so irate that he pulled up to this dude's spot, like at a concert or whatever, with shotguns and shot up the spot.
Hell.
Like this was a real story.
Yeah, like
that ain't no flex.
That ain't no flex.
Like
What
the
you
flex. The flex was you stole the girl, but the dude was like, I don't care. You can have her.
Talking about Bobby Bird.
I think that's him. He was like, you can have her.
Yeah,
and
but
then
But see, this is-
then you shoot and you get so mad that you shoot him up. So you buy this dude's chains that he haven't worn in decades
At auction.
because he was wearing them when you was a child.
Correct.
So you looked up to him like all of us. Man, we saw that chain growing up. Like that shit is insane.
That was hard. Yeah.
That shit is insane.
Yeah.
And so you buy him, but you got a problem with this dude or whatever, y'all got issues or whatever. And then your flex is putting them on some random dude,
Ho King.
and pretty much cultural appropriate the chains.
We're gonna get into cultural
You feel
appropriation.
me?
We will. But okay, so
That ain't no flex to me.
So after that, Drake drops this. Yo, I vividly remember seeing the timeline. Cause if you ain't on Twitter, this is a Twitter beef.
Yes.
You should have been on Twitter for this.
Cause
you was probably on like me.
I was
back in the day, I was
No,
on.
no,
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 I'm talking about right now.
Oh.
Like,
I was in Detroit
okay, so
in my hotel bed.
Hold on.
Go
so
ahead,
I'm gonna give you what was happening. So I'm on the timeline and people are like, yo, Drake shot at him. He did this. He killing him. Drake back. And I can promise you within 20 minutes, everything changed. Like I've never seen the you know how there's a run in basketball where there's like a 10-point run and the crowd, you could see it change. The whole timeline just flipped to Kendrick. It was immediate.
It's like Thanos snapped his finger.
I've never seen anything
You know what
like that.
started it too? You know what's crazy? Because I thought Doc was gonna be here, but
I think the rain. Yeah, I think the rain got him. Yeah.
So, Doc,
He's the
just back
biggest
up,
Drake
Doc
fan.
is a Drake fan.
Yeah, biggest.
You know, if analogy that could explain it, Game of Thrones when Stark had the sword and everybody was coming towards him, that's been Doc on the front line.
Bro, on Twitter, he been defending Drake every line by line.
every day. And so in our Patreon,
Yeah.
he was like, Kendrick dropped. That's it.
That's all.
And he
was-
sent the link.
I knew he was hurt too. I think he was hurt on that one. And then he really got hurt with this next one that we're going to talk about. But so they drop, and then everybody is dissecting that Meet the Graham song. But come to find out, some of that shit may have been false.
No, yeah. And so he took down, and that's a one up for Drake.
Yeah, because if Drake set a play where you had a fake daughter, the Ozempic wasn't mine, all that shit, if he really set that up, Drake is playing Art of War too.
And I can respect that because he took down the cover art.
Now they did say though on Apple Music, you can't have drug paraphernalia on your cover art. They did say that.
Well, then I take back my one up.
But they did say that was a fake daughter. Drake does not have a daughter. According to everyone, Drake does not have a daughter. So Kendrick man got set up with information.
Yeah.
Which means all that you think I can't be digging for information was false, my nigga. Because you was.
Okay.
And you failed. So now that song, I can't even really count that.
Nah, because he was still like, he went at his son.
That's why I like the concept
He
of that
talked to
song.
his mama.
I like how
Talked to
he
his
did that.
man. Look, we in a beef.
And he had an Alchemist beat.
First
He did
up,
have Alchemist beat.
I always talk about consistency, and I'm gonna get into that. But even growing up as a kid, I would make jokes about people and all that stuff. But even as a child, I knew I'm not talking about nobody mama because I don't want you saying a word about mine.
Correct.
So if you make a whole thing about, you talking directly to this man mama, nah, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, the most flagrant bar in that one was, I wish your mama would have aborted you or something he said about.
No, he said somebody
dad would have died or something like, yeah, that's a flagrant bar. Like,
no, he was showing Papa would have pulled out.
Yeah, something like that. Like,
it's crazy.
But hey, art of war, nothing is off limits to me.
That's true.
Nothing is off limits.
Yeah,
but then,
I don't care about that.
But then the West Coast went up, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like that night so first off, the NBA playoffs is on. People warming up for the Canelo fight. They making their Jello shots for Cinco de Drinko. Everything is happening. And for whatever reason, Kendrick decides to drop the song of the summer.
A banger.
They Not Like Us. And I'm telling you, that might be the knockout to me.
That's a banger, cuz like
it's gonna be hard to come back from that.
And me personally speaking, I have never just outside of his first album, I haven't really just listened to Kendrick. Like I listened to him, but I wasn't like, that new Kendrick coming out. I ain't never been that. I liked him on features.
Correct.
And then that first album. I personally could say that. But from this beef, how he just been changing it up, I've seen what y'all been seeing. Like I ain't never questioned his lyricism at all. I just never thought he could be one of those rappers that could just like go on beats like that. You know what I'm saying? I just thought, everybody get on Cole talking about being a conscious rapper and shit, but we've heard Cole get on beats and kill stuff.
Not Kendrick a lot.
Not Kendrick like that. Outside of that one, ironically, with Drake.
And that's the problem. Like
and A$AP Rocky.
And I'm gonna get into that here in a second too. Yeah.
Like when that Mustard, my wife and we had got back in town yesterday and it dropped. I put it on. I had my headphones on because she was driving, listening to music. My reaction to it made her like, what is going on? Because it was that last verse when he broke down the Atlanta stuff with the slaves. I lost it, bro. Yeah. And then when it went into that OV, I was like, yo, he got a banger.
Yeah, he got a club song.
Yeah, he got one.
He got a club song.
Because you can break that up. DJs can break that up.
Of course.
It was, and they got a video last night. They played it in New York.
Yeah, and they was going up to it.
They was going insane to it in New York.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's still talk about that.
Yeah.
That's what I thought Drake was coming with on this.
Me too.
What was his last one called?
Family Matters.
Family Matters. I thought
so
that's
too.
what this one was going to be. Which Family Matters is great because he could have came if Kendrick would have just dropped the Meet the Grams, Drake Family Matters, and Drake come back with a dance record or a club record, and then Kendrick would have came back. So now Drake just has to come back with to attempt a club record.
Drake needs a diamond single.
Yeah, because it ain't gonna be no rappity rap shit that take over this.
Because this is gonna play everywhere Drake goes for the rest of the year. If he walks into the club, if I was the DJ, I would turn that on.
Yeah.
I don't even care if Drake is there for a paid appearance. Yeah. I'm playing that. Like that's how, bro. I thought Like That was a dope club record.
What you think he gonna hit you with?
Probably the Jamaican one.
Now you gonna be like, our boy Nashawn. Oh, bruv.
Oh, bruv, man. Nashawn was even going at Drake, and he's from Britain. Like, you're not supposed to do that.
Dog, it's like, I feel, as you said, he'll go for a track where he can.
It's got to be a diamond.
I saw somebody said, because we talked about Metro off the thing. Metro put a beat out and he was like, it's free. Just put out whatever.
Is it any good?
No, I ain't listened to it.
Okay.
But Metro go hard. Like his beats is
Stats and information. See if you can find that free Metro beat.
He just dropped it on because it was during his rant.
Okay.
And so somebody was like, Drake got to use this beat to like diss whatever. I haven't heard the beat.
If the beat is good, I agree with that. If it's not, though,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's the art of war.
Yeah.
But it's like now it's just wondering like how can he really? Not how can. What will he use to bounce back?
He can do it.
No, I don't know.
That's why I changed
I don't know if he can.
That's why I changed it from how to what. Because it's like what? Because it's possible.
I know, but I'm American and I want Americans to win. So I don't know if he's gonna do that or not. Okay, so this is not licensed, so we could play this. So let's hear what this sounds like. This is the track that he gave him. Oh, that's the picture. Hold on.
It better not be that poopity scoop shit.
This is it. I can see Drake doing something with this though, but I wouldn't though. This ain't hard enough though. Now the problem is Drake gonna have 10-year-olds barring him down on that Metro beat.
Who is what's his name? Four Bats?
Four Bats was the guy who we thought he was AI. What's his song? It goes it's like an R&B song that him and Drake are on.
Him and Drake was on there. He switched.
Who he on with?
No, he Twitter and he added Kendrick Lamar like, hey man,
chill out
24 hours, let me make it. My shit coming out, let me make it. Everybody like, yo, what?
It's too late, bro. You in this like my thing with Kendrick. First off, I'm appreciative that he came out rapping. Yeah. No memes. No Instagram. Drake been doing Instagram stories, memes, captions and shit. I'm glad Kendrick is just rapping.
His whole timeline on Twitter has been the links to the song.
That's all we need.
That's it.
That's all we need.
He's just been putting them out.
I'm glad that he kind of wrapped up DJ Academics a little in his stuff.
He compromised.
Yeah, he compromised. He kind of, alluding to wrapping up like Drake and his influence with the Atlanta guys, like you talked about, like, hey, you got your lingo from Lil Baby, you got your swag from Future, you got your street cred from 21, you got your Northside plugs from Quavo, like all these things. He like really intentionally saying, you're not who you say you are.
Exactly.
And that hurts. Drake can say that on Hurt, but that hurts.
Think about it in this sense too. Drake was in the school show about high school students, Degrassi. Yeah. Think about it when you was in high school, because I know for a fact that when I was in high school, it was always that one dude, he wasn't like that prior to like new people coming to your school. Correct. And he switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Like a code switch.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't truly agree with all of that.
That's where he's at. He's like, nigga, I was around you. I knew who you, I knew how you were. And then all the stuff is resurfacing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got all the shit resurfacing where, you not really like that. Ironically, that's the title of that damn song. But it's like, that's where it's at. And it just, what I was talking about earlier, consistency matters. My dad, punches it down on us. Your character, being consistent within your character. That's why when people when I feel like people trying to question me on mine, me personally speaking, you got me fucked up. I take that shit to heart. I'm passionate about that because I'm consistent. You ain't gonna be able to bring that bullshit up on me. And that's where this is all falling the line on. Nigga, you not who you portraying to be. And they getting Vlad up out of here too.
Oh, we gonna talk about that. I can't wait to talk about that.
Out of here. So my thing is this: if we thought Drake was so fake, he wouldn't be where he is.
It's
because obviously
I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Hold on, King. You've been talking.
Got you.
So obviously, this man puts out good music
and has helped all of their careers.
I don't give a damn about these niggas in their personal lives.
Yeah.
It feels and it sounds authentic when he's rapping. He be rapping his ass off on these tracks. So I don't fully put stock in stuff like that. And Travis Scott is from Mo City. Mm-hmm. I know people that grew up with Travis Scott.
He was not like the Travis he is now, for sure.
No, that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say Travis was so deep into, he was one of them kids at the weird, not the weird kid, but just so deep into music. This nigga used to write.
He wasn't the cool kid.
He wasn't the cool kid, but we knew that he was a music guy.
Bro, we can probably pick 10 artists that we know wasn't the cool person in high school.
No.
Right.
They just were talented.
Yeah. So that's why I don't get into people's experiences. I just know with music, bro, if it sounds good or if you can rap, that's what it is.
For sure. I understand where y'all coming from. I'm talking on behalf of them too.
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
You
yeah.
see
I
what
know
I'm
what you're saying.
saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
That's where I'm going at.
Yeah.
Like
But
when you're around a person, when you've been around a person or you're in the same environment of a person, and what you do goes with what he does. And it's a competition always, of course. But you know, like, this nigga's not who he's
Yeah, it'd be like if one of us was beating up women and we came on the pod every Sunday and y'all know one of us is beating up women and you don't be like, I can't be around this dude that's beating up women every week, bro. He lead a pod and just knock women out.
Exactly.
like you can't sit around them every time. Now, this is where it's gonna be sensitive. Because if this pedophile stuff is real, you cannot, like, nobody should stand next to Drake. I don't care. I got daughters, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so to me, if any of that is now, Kendrick called, he said, LeBron, watch your daughters. Steph Curry, watch your daughters. Like, Kendrick might be going a bit far. But if any of that is true, like, you out of there, bro. I don't care. I don't care how talented you are.
And again, history is not on this man's side. Cause it's a whole thing.
Yeah, but those are different. I don't count that as, like, pedophile is different.
No. I understand that. But I'm saying, like, he had a bar, not a bar. Let me rephrase that. He tweeted this shit. But I guess it was like a rap that he did. Let me see if I find it.
But why are you looking for that?
I got it.
Okay.
If amazing was a young bitch, I'll be going to jail because I'm fucking amazing. Me. That was his tweet. That was supposedly his bar. The bar was ass, but it was still like, what the fuck, nigga? That's
borderline.
That's borderline.
That's borderline. That's borderline. Yeah, that's borderline.
It surfaces that you texting the young girl from Stranger Things.
That was weird to me.
That's very weird. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's weird.
That's very weird. That's like if, not to, you spoke of your daughter.
No, that's what
but if you found a grown man texting your daughter, you feel me?
Now look here. I train volleyball.
No, that's different.
No,
what is he texting her?
That we don't know that. So we don't know.
Come on, man.
She had an interview.
Okay.
She had an interview where she was saying, like, he texts me all these things and gives me advice and all that stuff. But then she says, the lady say, "Oh, so what kind of what do these these conversations look like in the text thread?" Oh, I won't put that out there. And then, go from it's like what? Like, that's weird. Anybody that, like, your volleyball people, anybody that they say, "Hey, can we, like, what's in these conversations?" Oh, here you go. I should probably do 50 squats, and you know what I'm saying?
They ain't asked Drake that, they asked her that.
But still.
But
I'm not gonna put that on nobody, bro.
You can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The fact that Kendrick said that.
The histrionics of all this
but then he also alluded that he gay, like, saying he a beard, like he doing that because he really like men.
Like Nas did that to Jay. Like,
I think that's a part of the game. But no one does the pedophile thing. The pedophile thing, I think, crosses the line if it's not real.
No, but then the cover art.
Yeah.
The cover art was the house with the red arrows
of the people who are on the registry.
That's a sexual assault offender. And then the dude, Baca or whatever, is a sexual offender.
What's that?
If you have on any map, if you're a sexual offender,
you have to register.
And you register. You have to register. It's a red arrow that goes over your location. And that means this is a sexual.
And what's
why
crazy?
They got all them.
Well, that was just art, but
that was art. But he was saying, like,
one of them in there,
his
camp is a sexual offender.
Is a sexual offender.
What's crazy? If you're ever on, like, a neighborhood Facebook group, we have one, and they will out the person who is. They're like, "Yo,
you should be.
Don't let your kids go around X block because old boy over there is a sex offender." They will say that, and then the dude will have to come on, and this is what I'm about to say next. You cannot defend yourself from being a sex offender.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh man, it was just one night. Like, you can't do that. So Drake can't respond to that. And then if he doesn't respond, it looks like it's accurate.
Yeah.
So he's in a lose-lose with that.
Because again, on his bars, he was like, the dude Baca
Is an actual
offender.
one. Yeah, there's paperwork on him.
He says on one of his tracks, I can't wait till Baca get on the road again or some shit like that. It's like,
let's talk about some other narratives. What y'all thought about the Wayne? He fucked Wayne.
That's crazy to me. I don't know. Is that
no,
real?
that's big. Yeah,
I mean,
Wayne just interviewed about that,
that was
like
an old
yesterday.
interview.
No. That was like this recently.
Oh, okay.
It was recently.
But- so
I
that's
seen it. I
real.
seen it.
He said, man, my memory is so bad or whatever. And then she was like, no, it was a quote about, Drake messing with one of your ex. Oh, yeah, that happened. But,
Hoes gonna be hoes.
Yeah, and that was the girl. Hoes gonna be hoes, but I couldn't blame Tammy. That was her. And he say she still texts him to this day. But he's like, stop texting me.
But these people can't be crashing out over women.
They all be crashing out over women,
not
bro.
over women.
I don't.
Not over women.
I didn't put value on that because they play a high school game.
Correct.
They fuck all the same chicks
In the same space. Yeah.
That shit is. And then Wayne he probably player. He ain't.
Bro,
tripping
Wayne
on
don't
that.
even remember yesterday.
Like
One time someone was giving Wade his bars. I
And
know
he
you saw
couldn't
that
remember.
interview. He was like, I said that?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, nigga, you said that like 2 years ago. It wasn't even that long ago.
Remember that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
Wayne is out of there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even like Wayne is, that's one of my favorite rappers.
Oh man, I jam Wayne.
But
all
Wayne he can't remember what he said yesterday.
that shit crazy.
It ain't that crazy?
Jay-Z got that problem too. He
But
said
Jay-Z's
it.
60.
Huh?
Jay-Z's 60 though.
Well, shit. he
Wayne
ain't-
is
But
39.
he don't write shit down either, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they just put out so much
But
that
you should
how you
still
gonna
know,
remember
like
that
if
shit?
someone gave you one of your number one hits, like they was literally word for word with him, and Wayne was like, I said that?
Yeah.
They're like, come on, bro. You've done too much dope.
What about the what y'all think about the colorism?
See, I can't get into that. I can't get into
all
that
that.
Getting in that deep.
because that's where you start to need a dissertation. Like, what's
Yeah. Yeah.
black enough?
And please.
Let's
Like,
talk
you know
about it.
what
We
I'm
can
saying?
talk
What's
about
black
it.
enough?
I don't like it.
I don't
never
either.
like
What's black enough?
Yeah.
No. I just stop with the dissertation.
Them dissertation. Bro, when I saw the Black Hebrew Israelites on there talking about how Kendrick was talking about shit from, the 20th century, and I was like, I'm done.
I wish I had my girls on High Maintenance here because they'd be like,
Were you-
y'all
were you-
scaring
were
the
you-
hoes.
Yeah, basically. That's what they do. They scared the hoes.
Were you like not bullied on the way that were you always talking like a white boy?
Yeah,
when
I've
you-
always had King English. Yeah, I've
I'm just
always
saying,
talked
so
about.
were you bullied growing up?
Why talking like a white boy got to be King English?
It is King's English. That's what it is.
That's why I said white boy.
Yeah, that's what
What?
it is.
It's a king now. It used to be Queen's English.
Yes, the King's English. That's what it is. Yeah, so,
So people used to fuck with you over there.
but they didn't know.
That's exactly.
Yeah,
But
because
why not talking like a black man is King's English?
that's we didn't know our history.
Nah,
Now we
speak
know our
to me.
history. Because the 5%ers told me that I'm the king. You know what I'm saying? I'm the black original male on earth. So that's what it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like.
But
I never like that narrative when people say like if you black, bro. Like I don't like that shit.
Y'all get the door. Yeah, I think there's a problem with two things in this. Too many people think they're smart just because they just like us. We on a mic, we talking. Most of the time we don't know what the hell we talking about.
I think I'm smart because I had a 4.0 in my master's, but
That shit.
I had a 2.5 in my undergrad, so it weighs.
It evens out.
But I'm great at spelling, like it's proven as last
It
week.
is proven. It is
So
proven.
that's why I think I'm smart, but I don't think I'm smart in everything.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
I don't touch the
Brilliance
colorism.
is not. Yeah,
And
like
I don't think I'm smart in I don't think I'm smart in like economics
Yeah,
and shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
that's what rubs me wrong with about Amanda Seals. We won't get into that, but when I watch that shit, I'm like, come on, bro, you can't be an expert at every fucking.
That's
thing.
what. So sometimes I don't like, and I won't name who they are, but I don't like some of them because they have an answer for everything.
I hate that.
Bro,
Like,
there's no way you have. Sometimes you can say,
No.
I don't know.
I
bro,
don't know.
I am a
I'm-
trainer, bro. Like, I don't know. As a trainer, you can't know everything.
It's impossible.
It's impossible
It's
to know
impossible
everything.
to know everything.
And it's impossible to know your shit and be a people person. Like, nobody's perfect.
Well,
and
nobody's
I hate them type of trainers that just think they know shit, all the shit.
Casey,
like,
pull
nigga,
your
no.
mic like this. Yeah,
You
go ahead.
said impossible. It made me think of when he's impossible. Impossible.
And like the whole mix thing, like, bro, Yeah, you gotta drop a black is dominant, man.
I can't get it. See, the mixed thing to me is weird because I just can't support that. Like that's a tough one.
I gotta. What is this?
I don't do that.
What is it? I got a what's the phrase?
Rebuttal.
No, not a rebuttal.
What?
It's like I got a hat in the race or whatever. A horse in the race.
A horse in the race.
I got a horse in the race. My son is mixed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if my son is first off, seeing my son morph into me is insane.
Yeah, because it's happening in real time.
It's happening in real time.
In real time, it's happening.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like to see him go from an innocent gooby to now this goob that I gotta, watch over and shit like that. He never has been like he's always been comfortable within himself.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen him where he felt like he had to like switch up around another set of people. That's where I feel like people get offended in. You know what I'm saying? Like Metro Boomin posted that video of him at a dinner when he was like younger, and he was talking about the lingo of the Canadians or whatever.
Yeah, but I can't.
And he was like, "That's ignorant." And mind you, he's young.
Yeah, if you're 15, I'm not.
young.
I can't take
You know
nothing
what I'm
you've
saying?
done. Like until you started knocking stuff down.
That's what I'm saying.
And realize what
But
you
then
like. That's when I think you made
it. Timeline in it though.
But still, you can't.
Yeah,
I
you
cannot
can't.
go back to 15.
No. I'm not talking about just 15. It's like you said the Israelites say we the first ones. You know,
We're definitely
that
5%ers tell us we the
where it
first.
goes from the monkey to the caveman Neanderthal and all that stuff.
Evolution.
The evolution of it. So it goes from like that to like it. That's how his growth came. You know what I'm saying? But with every time he's grown, it was almost like he's mimicking someone else.
I don't question Drake's blackness.
I don't
at all.
I don't.
Like, I don't question his blackness
it.
at all.
I don't.
I just appreciate Kendrick being more black.
No.
That's what I appreciate.
What I'm saying is, and I feel like this is what Kendrick is saying, and this is probably his problem with it. How much you been saying like you root for him because he's American.
He's American.
I think that's the real big issue. Like he don't like that this Canadian.
That's
he's
how I
mixed.
feel.
He's mixed, but this Canadian came down here
And took over the
and
industry.
Not that took over the industry, is how he did it. Like I said, that growth. Every notch in his timeline where he changed up his image and stuff like that, I guarantee it can be attached to someone else.
He always overlapped that person though, and with his skill.
But that's not the issue.
But that could be a part of it, though.
It's how the image. It's the image.
What are you talking about?
What I'm saying is, they just brought up, well, you know that picture where he had his hair laid down with all that shit?
Yeah.
That was Smino. And that's somebody else that he knocked down
And took his whole
and
shit.
took his whole
Kanye
shit.
done that to people.
Yeah, but Kanye is Kanye. He's an
American. He's American. Like,
that's what I'm talking
you remember,
about.
You remember?
No. Listen.
You remember when I said a long time ago
This is what I'm
too?
talking about. He don't like the appropriation
He don't.
that this man has done throughout his career to uphold images of himself and become the trendy of them, and then take another one and make it another. Like, that's why I feel like he was fed up. I'm not saying like I don't feel like this is no like he's a mixed dude and all this shit. This is just like a outsider coming over to our stuff and taking it and making it his own.
Yeah, that's how I feel
And
about
getting it.
the British actors who come over and take all the American roles too.
You know what I'm saying?
We talked about who we listened to before we started.
Correct.
I listened to Drake. Drake was been out here since 2005. People forget
It's been
that.
20 years.
No.
He been out here at Club Hush, at Heat and Glow, all that shit we used to do back in the day. In Houston, he was here. Jay Prince and them had him out here. So the man's from Canada. I don't know nothing about Canada culture like that. I know they got a mixed breed of people out
Correct.
there. So it's just like, bro, if this dude got talent and he came out here and he did his homework on the hip hop game, which you can see through his catalog, he did his homework and he showed love to people and he said, Houston, they put me on.
That's basically his home.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like he just not giving credit. So I don't like that narrative when people are saying. I don't like that narrative when I don't like that. Like let the niggas be an entertainer.
But there is some validity to he the chameleon, so to speak. Like he takes people's.
He good at it.
but you can
because they ain't gonna let a whack nigga do it.
That's true.
Nigga good at it.
That is true.
Fuck?
Like if Drake sucked,
if he sucked, we wouldn't be talking about it.
It would not be that way if he sucked.
Yeah, the nigga make good songs, bro. Like put niggas on.
That's not what is in question. Again, anything that I'm saying is what I'm hearing from the Kendrick diss.
Yeah, I see.
And I'm giving out the perception that I feel like he is. That's where
click hopping and all that. I feel
that's where this is coming from, because this all feels like some shit personal.
It is personal. It ain't very personal.
This ain't no industry shit that we all see.
Yeah, we don't know what's happening. Yeah.
This is my dissertation.
He did it to you.
Everybody been doing that shit on Twitter.
They sure have. He did it to you. You allowed him to come into your shit and do it.
Drake ain't really done. So what I haven't seen,
he was
Drake,
on his shit,
but he hadn't done a lot of West Coast shit though.
He was on his album twice.
I know, but what I'm saying,
come back here making all that noise,
Lil Tracy.
What I'm saying is though, like Drake has definitely taken from Houston. Can we agree?
Taking what?
Hey,
just stop.
Thug said,
just stop.
How?
Hey,
we gave it to him.
Hear me out though. Go ahead.
Thug said from High Maintenance, he tweeted, "Hey, Kendrick Lamar, he was cosplaying as a Houston nigga too." Hey, she said, "Diss him as chopped and screwed."
So he did cosplay as a Houston dude for a while.
They let him do that.
But he also did as an Atlanta dude.
They let him do that.
He also has as a New York dude.
How New York?
He's done a lot of songs. He did that stuff with A$AP Rocky. He did the drill. He's done all of that.
Yeah, but he's good at doing it.
I know, but what we're saying is that he's every artist.
Jay-Z, he's just, y'all saying that because he's from Canada.
Yeah,
Jay-Z.
That's why I hate Canadians, bro.
Exactly no. Okay, now let me say something.
No.
Now let me talk. Let me talk.
Why you get aggressive with me, dude?
I don't know.
Y'all finishing it out.
Go ahead. I'll let you talk. Go ahead.
I'm gonna let you go. But what you just said is exactly what we're alluding to.
We're talking about different cultures. Him coming to a culture and taking over, or just
that's what he don't like.
Okay. Dog, in hip hop, we see this all the time. Jay-Z did it. We came down here and Pimp C that he went and got UGK. He wanted that Southern sound. A$AP Rocky, he's
a Houston flow.
That's what I'm saying. They come do this shit. Dog. There's been a lot of artists that they get out of their city to go get popping in somebody else's shit or get somebody else's style, and then when they get hot on that, then they create their own thing.
So you saying they mad he jealous? They're jealous with him.
That's it.
Like this is a jealousy
it wouldn't be a problem if he sucked at doing it, because it wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen.
All right, now I hear you.
And then let me just finish by this. When he first came out, I didn't know shit. People knew Comeback Season and all that shit. I knew him this is my senior year when So Far Gone came out.
Yeah.
So it's like when I heard the November 18th, I'm like, hey, who the fuck is it? But I'm listening to him, I'm like, I know he studied Houston, or he been out here.
He sounds just like Slim.
He sound like he studied Big Mo.
He sounds just like melody. Them, bro. Yeah.
But I'm like, I can respect him studying him and not just trying some shit.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a Houston guy. I love my Houston shit. So it's just like, I can respect that. Especially if you're going to put us on, Houston. Man, you know how much money he put in this city when that shit was going on, and the Meek Mill diss and all that Houston Appreciation Weekend and all that shit was going on. Niggas wasn't saying that shit they saying on Twitter now.
But they're not, Houston is not saying nothing about Drake. It's not Houston.
I'm just saying, if we talking about cultures and shit, that y'all allowing this nigga to do it because he's good at doing it.
He's Canadian, bro.
But look, everyone that you said, they come into a culture, like make a remix or make a song with it and know that, and then they go back to their own.
They do.
Like he don't have
a culture. He would have to go back to Canada.
Nigga put out a whole Caribbean album. What are you talking about?
He did though. He did.
What you mean?
He did put out the album.
My case.
No, but that's Toronto.
They
that's
go back to their own.
That's his culture. That is his culture. Toronto and them, they do all of that kind of stuff.
He's done. That's what they do. He's across the board did everything.
Yeah, they do that in
at
Toronto.
a high level.
They do that in Toronto. That is their music.
Let's not have this argument.
I understand that. But again, with his platform, his whole history has been out. So when you say like I can only equate it to like examples from myself. If I did we got the wrestling podcast, the dudes that do wrestling podcast. If I went over to their podcast and did their podcast and stuff like that, and like I'm actually knowing about wrestling and all that stuff, talking to them the whole episode and all that, and then it was a banger, and I go back over here, and a video come up from me when I was a kid, like, man, wrestling trash. Like, what the hell y'all doing watching wrestling? Like, that shit would look iffy. You know what I'm saying? No. Let me get it.
But not
Let
as
me
a
get
kid.
it. Let me get it.
Yeah.
No, not even as a kid, but like as a functioning teenager.
I
like,
feel that.
You know what I'm saying? You're a functioning teenager. You feel me? Once you're 15, 16, you know what you got going on.
I didn't like
that's your character.
I used to think golf was trash until I was about 21.
Okay, I understand.
I play pickleball now.
Young adult. You feel me?
I was looking at these motherfuckers like
that is growth.
And then somebody, you need to try this shit.
I'm going to where he said your
away
own,
from the court.
where your own. Because there's videos that be surfacing where this dude like talked about just being a Jewish background and all that stuff. It was a Rosenberg. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he's an adult talking about this. You feel me? This one, he was coming out. He was hot. So he knows who he was, who he been. It would have just been better, like, if he just attest to it, like, this came later, but he act like this has been me all along.
Yeah, no new friends and shit.
And that's why people be like, nigga, that's a front.
But that's artists though also. It's still artistry. Everybody who raps isn't really rapping their life.
I understand that. I understand that. But I'm again, this is where I feel like Kendrick is like, don't fuck with him about.
Yeah. Don't fuck with him.
I see what Kendrick's saying. If we go into detail about how the shit is cooked up and how artists can be developed, if you're good at what you're doing and that's your lane and that's what you're doing, I can't argue with that shit if it's working.
And all your perceptions on this is on you as a fan.
No, it's not. That's subjective.
No, I'm going at it as what I've been hearing with Kendrick and what I think this is how he's feeling about it. Again,
that's a fan.
No.
Yes, it is, because you're thinking. I'm going off what I'm seeing.
But he just said he's not even really a fan of Kendrick.
I'm not a fan of Kendrick.
But I'm saying that's a fan thought.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying too.
No.
Yes, it is. I know what he's saying though, but go ahead.
But what I'm saying is everything is about the whole thing in the middle.
It is.
It's consistency.
Yeah.
And character. That man hasn't been seeing this consistent character in this dude, and he's exposing it.
I get it.
Yeah,
and that's where it's at.
So before we go into Vlad and hopefully Bomani Jones,
I hope he ether
him here in a little bit today. But in that,
why about Manny Jones?
I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you what's about to happen. They're about to get into
him.
So Drake, you got to drop a dot. No, what's the highest level? Double diamond. How many?
Nelly got it, bro, whatever it is.
Whatever Nelly got, Drake, you got to drop Hot in Here too. If you don't, bro, you out of there. Yeah. Like I'm telling you, you got to drop that. You got to drop that.
That picture resurfaced with Karl Malone.
Yeah, and he took it down.
He deleted it.
What's that?
Because Drake and Karl Malone
had a picture with Karl Malone. He say when your neighbor stops by to watch the game, and it's Karl Malone.
Yeah,
and all this stuff been coming out. Yeah. Man, deleted it so
that's
quick.
Karl Malone, man.
Karl Malone. You can't post a picture with Karl Malone.
Yeah, you can't post a picture.
Yeah, you can take
that's Karl Malone,
but you shouldn't post it.
Fuck Karl
Malone. So DJ Vlad,
I stand on that forever.
Like, I fuck with OJ, but I ain't taking no pictures.
Oh, I would definitely. I'd pound up. We going to the golf course together.
Yeah.
I'm chilling with my bro.
Hell?
Well, now, but all right. So Vlad, if y'all don't know who Vlad is,
Chappelle and Chris Tucker's like, hell no, we ain't taking no picture.
Now Vlad probably has the biggest hip hop channel on YouTube, which is sad. He has the biggest hip hop platform.
No,
on
he
YouTube.
does great.
He does
interviews.
great. So
I'm Kendrick Lamar when it comes to Vlad.
Vlad says, not like us needed a better mix. It takes away from the song. And a black Princeton professor says, you are white. This is a black folk affair. Get out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. He says, wait. So a professor at Princeton is telling me that a white person shouldn't be allowed to voice. Don't change your words now. I'm reaching out to Princeton on this Monday. And that's exactly what we be talking about. Why are you going to go to her job over some comments on Twitter?
Over some comments that wasn't even...
It wasn't even harsh.
It wasn't even harsh. She didn't cut you out. She didn't call you out. She said, what you are white. And you're talking about this. Stay out of it.
Even if that's
even
your
just
threat,
that,
like, why would you even say
yeah,
that?
but that's what I'm saying. So that's why people don't like him. And they feel like he's an informant.
Yes.
They feel like he's an informant.
And then Rosenberg was like, he said the bar, he tweeted out the bar about you're not a colleague, you're a colonizer. Bars. And Rory retweeted him. He was like, hey, that bar ain't for us. We got to sit this one out. I can respect that.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You read the room. You feel me? Like,
and so Bomani now, because this is one of our great black thought leaders.
Bomani Jones,
so
my dog.
He comes in, he's like, Buddy made the point by accident. Better mix, meaning Drake ain't mixed enough in his blackness, etc. He kind of broke it down. Now him and Vlad going back and forth, talking about, let me be clear, Vlad, if you talking about this, not like us, you definitely not like me, and we gonna have a chat about it. So I hope Bomani.
Oh, he already got it to where you can't tweet him.
That's lame.
That's what I say. He's
lame.
a sucker.
Yeah, that's lame.
He's a sucker, bro.
That's lame.
That's why I say he's
I didn't know he took it to where you couldn't reply to him.
I don't fool with him. When people, oh my gosh, it makes me cringe when people be like, go to bat for Vlad.
I've never heard anyone go to bat for him though.
I watch his interviews.
I've watched his interviews, but I've never heard anyone be like, yo.
I had a whole conversation at the barbershop. Matter of fact, my guy that do my jewelry, like he was going to bat, and it made me cringe. I'm like, bruh, like, do your research on this guy. This guy ain't it. And for him to be talking about like beats and shit like that is even funnier.
It's even funnier.
Because he was trying to be a DJ and failed at it. That's how he got to become Vlad.
Yeah.
Nobody was rocking with his shit. And then he started doing these interviews and then got on somehow. I still don't know why people go to this nigga when it's
That's what I'm saying. It's more so about that than him being him.
I understand it because
multiple people have went to prison after doing an interview with him.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, but that ain't his fault.
But yeah, what are you talking about?
It's not.
Man.
Let me tell you why it's not, and it's very simple. You put the fucking. That's just like we come on here and ask motherfucker a question. They pulled up here.
But he could also take it out for him though.
No,
like sometimes you
bro.
hold your guests down.
No, well, no. See,
that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you hold your guests down.
But look, these are just facts, man. I'm not going to back from nobody. The Tupac dude.
Correct. Keefe D. The
FBI hit Vlad to try to get to extract the raw footage from him. He's like, no, I'm not doing that shit. Y'all got what y'all got. Like if we put it out, he agreed to it, and that's what y'all can use. But I'm not giving you my raw footage.
But he should have took the confession stuff out of the interview. Is what I'm saying.
He put his shit on and start talking about it. And don't act like you didn't watch the shit.
Every clock is right.
Don't act like you didn't watch it.
Right.
Bro,
That's what is right.
We take twice a day.
Twice a day.
I'm just saying, bro, I don't like when people say, oh, he's like, nigga, y'all are letting him do, y'all are allowing this.
Bro, there have been times where each of us have texted the group and been like, man, can you take out this? Us, the Horsemen, have texted the group and been like, yo.
This is our show.
So what I'm saying is we've had a guest also that have been like, man, I didn't mean to say it like that. Can you take that out? And I have.
Hey, exactly. Like we've done that.
We don't know if he doesn't do that or not.
Fair. That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but we don't know.
I ain't giving that nigga no fair.
But it is fair.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't dislike a nigga, dislike him.
I hate the way you interview. I hate your whole production. I hate the way you do it. Look, I don't even like to use the word hate, but I don't like that guy whatsoever. I think he is a sucker. And if cultural appropriation needed a face, I don't even know what this dude still look like.
It's him or no jumper.
It's both of them.
One of them two
what
are
I'm saying?
the two.
But they
Yeah.
suckers, bro. Like, I don't fuck with them at all. Like, I don't fuck with Vlad at all. If you fool with Vlad, that's cool. That's on you. Stay on your side. But that nigga is a sucker. Ain't nothing you can say to me can make me feel like, oh, he got some just in this game. This nigga shouldn't even be in this game. Because if you in this game, you not only trying to do it to where you bigging it up, but if you're doing it to where you not only tearing it down, but you getting more off of it by doing so, then you a bigger sucker than anything, because that's what he fucking does.
Yeah, he do.
If the only thing I don't like how he do that shit. Like, just be an interviewer. Just interview.
Yeah, but he want to. He want to
Like,
be. He want to be in the culture.
No, just interview.
He wants so bad.
Yeah, he
and
wanna
it's
be in
so
the
many times. And this is another thing. He'll do this shit to black women where he try to bully them to giving them the information that he want, and then and if they don't give it to him, he'll try to do the shit that he doing with
Yeah,
the Princeton
talking about,
woman.
"I'ma tell your job."
This is like 4 times on 4 occasions in Twitter.
Oh, this isn't the first time. Yeah, this is not the first time. Yeah, that's almost like when Stephen A. called the league office on West.
That was whack as hell. bro.
Like, that's crazy to me, bro. Like, who calls the job? Like,
Why would you do that?
I would never call someone's job unless it was Cantu. Like, I want to get Cantu fired sometimes.
yeah.
Like, if he was working somewhere, get him out
We
of
don't
there.
even know where Cantu works.
I don't know if he works at all. Like, but I would never call someone's job.
That's the thing that like I've never truly grasped about this guy. Cause like once I started seeing the interviews, I was like, bro, he go get.
He get DL, TK Kirkland, Boosie, and who else is other?
It's like he
and
No,
Kevin Gates.
It be shit I be seeing on my YouTube timeline. I'm like, damn, I do want to hear his story. Like,
Yeah, I've done that too. I've done that too,
Like,
though.
I'm saying, I
that
do
nigga
want to
the
hear his story.
Infinity Stones are problematic niggas.
No, no, nigga.
I never see him talk with no positive person.
Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Yes, he
I
do.
haven't seen him do too many positive.
No,
Michael Jai White.
Michael Jai White.
Michael Jai
but
White.
even his was problematic because we come to find out he want to knock out Buddy, Steven Seagal. So that's what he got from that. You feel me? That's what I got from it.
Nah, we can't do that. We can't do that.
He doesn't do a lot of positive.
No, we used to watch the Breakfast Club. It be drama on there.
But
like,
they
come
also
on.
will
Like,
have
people
politicians.
interview.
They
No,
do.
what I'm saying, they do
their
politicians,
service.
they do
It's
therapists, they do.
He does that too.
it's
I've
a-
never
seen a therapist on here.
Go look through his shit.
Hey,
I've never seen a
Y'all
therapist.
just don't like the
Look
guy.
up
what's
Vlad's
that shit? What's that
YouTube.
shit called? Libra scale?
Give
so
us.
Breakfast
No,
Club
let me
is
do it.
equal.
First off, I'm impressed by you, brother.
You feel
That's
me?
pretty solid. All right.
That shit.
I'm pretty impressed by that.
That shit is equal.
I want to see the last people he's
You
interviewed.
got problematic.
No, let me see. Yeah,
and
I'm
you
got it
got,
right here.
You got positivity.
This the hold on. Last people he's interviewed.
This is
Yellow Wolf, Mav Hoffa.
Yellow Wolf, Academics, Trenches.
No, you
Nitty
skipping.
Scott,
Stop.
Jorge Masvidal. I'm looking at it.
Sebastian Telfair had a great interview.
Okay, I didn't see Sebastian. Maybe Jeezy had a decent
Gilbert
interview.
Arena is great.
Nah, Gilbert was in there.
I mean,
probably.
he problematic.
Look, let me go this. Let me go
Rex
this.
Chapman.
Let me go this.
I
Let me
did
go
see that
this.
Rex Chapman.
Let me go
Yeah.
this. You said this Sebastian Telfair. So yes, that interview was cool. I actually, because I was intrigued to see about what he doing outside of.
Of course.
Nobody else gonna give him an interview. That's the
true.
other thing.
That's true.
This is it. This is it though. The main clip that he wanted to talk about, that he put out for the public to bring them in though, was the messy shit about his wife, his side chick, and his other side chick being a turncoat in his trial.
Yeah.
So that's how he grabbed
Dog,
everybody to go
I
see the
just
interview.
watched that. He brought that up.
No, but what he said, he's saying that he used that for his marketing.
No,
Vlad did. No, he said Vlad did.
Vlad put that out.
Yeah, that was the clip that
For-
Vlad used.
That's
It was
the
short.
clickbait.
No, dog.
That's the clickbait.
Y'all just don't like the guy. He puts it out in parts.
I put it out there that I don't like.
That's what I'm saying. He
and
puts
look,
it. So that part came out and it just went viral.
No, he
Yeah.
clickbait. If because you don't
Come
do
on,
social,
man.
you don't do social media.
Yes, I do. I see everything,
no,
dog.
you're not getting to what I'm saying. Let me finish. The algorithm, the higher you are, you control the algorithm. That nigga has a control over the algorithm. That's why you don't never see none of his clips under 50,000. at all. Even his worst clip is probably at 50,000.
Bro, people watch his shit.
But what I'm saying is, he will clickbait that shit. They're clickbaits. When you have a higher algorithm, you have something that can grab the eye, and you in your marketing, you are very highly selective in what you choose to grasp the audience into what you're trying to put out. So in that Sebastian Telfair interview, he thought, out of all this shit that he said, I need to put out where he talked about his wife, his side chick, and whoever else the other girl was turncoats in his trial, and that's how I'm gonna bring him in.
Bro, you just explained Shade Room to me.
Yeah, but we don't. Yeah,
That's black.
So
I'm just saying that you're explaining the culture of the internet.
But they're our culture.
They're our culture, though.
I feel you. I feel you.
They're our culture.
Yeah, so that's what we're
I
saying.
feel you. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that y'all just don't
That's
like
a good
the guy.
analogy too. That is Shade Room though. That is a good analogy.
That is very much so Shade Room. That used to be Media Takeout.
That's everybody.
Before all that shit, Media Takeout was the high.
What do we do on our when we put our episode out? We gonna put out Drake like that's gonna be the clickbait.
Yeah, but
Like,
we're not gonna put out something that talked about the only negative piece of the thing. Like we wouldn't say Drake is a pedophile.
I just like context, bro. I don't like pinpoint shit. I like context, and I like.
But that's what we're saying. Like I wouldn't put Drake is a pedophile on our thumbnail. I wouldn't do that.
Just to get views. We're not doing that
because people would click it. They'd be like, "Oh, do you think you're talking about him being a pedophile? Let me figure out." Like,
exactly.
But we wouldn't do that. That's what Vlad.
That's what he does.
Yeah, that's what Vlad kind of does. All right, so but I want to talk about our next great American hero, because I was really tired of the Denver Nuggets, and I was really tired of the Canadian, what's his name? Jamal Murray.
Nah, that nigga cold.
I don't care. I'm a black American.
Nigga got hair like Turbo.
And we and we finally have a black American who is really to stand in the gap for all of us. All of us can now attach ourselves to Anthony Edwards, because I think he's going to get this done. I think they beat the Nuggets in this series. Anthony Edwards cold.
They got a shot.
25 in the first half, 43 for the game. The last 12 buckets, him and Nas Reed was killing them.
Nas Reed was
6th man of the year.
Karl Anthony Towns was hooping.
But
no. Nas Reed though in that fourth quarter had 14 points straight.
Yeah, killing.
So he was killing.
So,
and then they took him out. And I was like, man, what the hell?
Well, he don't play no defense.
No. But then it was like, okay.
You got to get Rudy back in to guard.
Karl Anthony Towns.
No, but Rudy came back in too, didn't he?
It was Karl Anthony Towns. Rudy was out there.
Okay.
Karl Anthony Towns had 5 fouls though.
Oh, you're right.
The coach can't even be on the front.
Yeah, because he tore but he did what I did. The coach tore his whole knee up on an accident at the end of the game.
Michael Conley ran into him.
Damn, that's crazy. So Anthony Edwards to me is what Ja Morant was supposed to be, what Zion was supposed to be. We got it in Anthony Edwards finally.
Anthony Edwards is a dog. And
we finally got it.
First off, Jamal Crawford is very great at commentating.
He's good. He's good. Him and Candace Parker are really good too on that show.
Shouts out to retirement. But as much as Reggie Miller annoys me, I feel like they mesh so well.
I can see that.
I like Reggie Miller.
I can see that.
I can see that. It's just his voice sometimes. But I got it.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
I'd be like, shut up.
And I don't know why Reggie never fixed that bottom of his teeth.
Yeah.
Bro had all the money in the world. He should have just
seen him in
fixed it.
person.
Each his own.
Very secure in himself. That's what's up.
I would be too if I was that rich, but I still would get my teeth fixed. You just want to chew right, at some point. Like you want to just eat food properly.
Flossing is crazy.
He cannot floss. It's impossible, bro. One of the teeth are in front of the other one. You can't floss that.
Shit like a jigsaw game. Let me
and they do. It's just them two on the commentary.
No, it's another guy.
And then the white dude,
Kevin Harlan.
Mike Breen.
No. Mike Breen, ABC. It's Kevin Harlan.
Yeah.
So
I say they ain't just gonna just put two.
No.
They have though.
It really works well though. I'm so glad for Jamal Crawford because he it was at one point he should have still been playing.
He could probably be playing
his last game of his career. He had 51.
Yep.
How long JJ Redick been calling games?
Probably this year.
No.
Because he did a good
2-3 years.
I was about to say because I was like, damn, I didn't know JJ Redick.
I hope he don't get hired as a Lakers coach. That'd be stupid. JJ Redick.
Yeah. No.
He's a finalist.
He's a candidate
As a head coach?
Yes.
He's a candidate.
I be watching that show.
But I don't think he's a coach.
We've been talking about grooming. They say that show has been LeBron grooming him to be a head coach.
Well, he shouldn't coach LeBron though.
Nah.
Because LeBron's not going to respect him.
Yeah, nah.
Now, I mean, it would make sense.
I can see him on the coaching staff.
Yeah, I can see him as the assistant.
He already got a head, like Charlotte Hornets want to hire him today.
Bro, remember Luke Walton? LeBron didn't respect Luke Walton at all.
Well, yeah, that's because he played with the nigga too.
That's going to be like JJ. But it's going to be the same
like
difference.
Luke Walton,
they were a good team.
Going back to Drake, this nigga was Phil Jackson Jr. This nigga tried to take everything he learned from Phil Jackson and
he did.
And that never works. Kurt Rambis, Derek Fisher,
that did not work.
Luke Walton. It never works.
It did not work.
So, I mean, be your own identity. That's the thing. That's why that didn't work. It couldn't work because he had no identity.
JJ should go to Charlotte. Don't
I
do
think
the
he should get a shot.
Yeah, don't do the Lakers.
I think he should get a shot.
The candidate, they trying to get Ty Lue.
Ty Lue probably going to leave the Clippers.
I feel like he should.
That's a terrible situation.
That's a terrible situation.
Kawhi never healthy down the stretch. I don't know what happened to Harden I don't know what happens to Harden in the playoffs.
That nigga couldn't even say nothing. You know, they do the halftime interviews. He's like, man, offensive rebounds.
Yeah,
I'm like, nigga, that's the only thing you can come up with.
I don't know what happens to him in the playoffs, bro. He has one good game every series. And then after that, duds.
Yeah.
Westbrook gone. He said that he want to leave to try to make more money. He's been playing on league minimum these last 2 years.
Oh, he ain't getting that. He ain't not
out of there.
You don't think he'll get more bread?
No, bro.
When is his time? When is his time up?
Called the league office
on him.
Called the league office.
That's how bad he looked in that game, bro. Like
when is his time up, bro?
I think he needs to retire.
He was. I ain't gonna say his time is up for him.
I said when is his time?
I think Bron needs to retire.
He gets a payday like that.
I think Bron needs to retire.
If LeBron retired tomorrow, I wouldn't be mad.
He needs to, because Barkley said it best. Barkley was on Shannon Sharp, and he was like, "I can just remember when." One day I was getting like 30 points. And then the next year it was like 10. Because there was a 25-year-old in front of me that was like,
that ain't LeBron right now.
You ain't getting, it's close.
No, nigga, he just dropped 30.
Anthony Edwards just said in an interview, every time I play the Lakers, I want to cook LeBron.
That don't mean LeBron ain't. That don't mean LeBron.
Durant was his hero and he was busting his ass.
Durant needs to retire too.
No.
And get a ball fade.
Averaged like 28.
Yeah, what the heck?
But it's not impactful though, bro.
It is impactful.
It's not.
The other niggas on this team not impactful,
bro. It's not the same. No, it's not the same.
You put LeBron on the Timberwolves?
LeBron 10 years ago would have cooked the Nuggets.
No.
Well, yeah, but he got to play a different game, and he's still dropping 30 a game.
I don't like it, bro.
You got the younger dudes not doing what they supposed to be doing.
I think they picked the wrong young dudes first off. But Austin Reeves and
regardless,
Rui.
Even though he built them up from where they were.
I don't agree.
Regardless, that's like it's just if you hooping in a rec game and you know you got 3 shooters and your game is just going to you doing what you supposed to be doing in your game within your game, and all you need to do is those shooters make those shots, and they don't make those shots, and y'all lose 15-13. Nigga, you did what you supposed to do.
Nah, because LeBron, I just don't. 10 years ago,
just
LeBron.
Say Darvin Ham, man.
Darvin Ham, we knew he wasn't a good coach. But what I'm saying is LeBron 10 years ago beats these Nuggets 4-1 both
That's
years.
not fair to him, though, because 10 years is 10 years.
That's why you need to retire.
No, you don't have to retire. He is still effective at 39 years old. Bro, I just turned 36 last week. And I had to get up one day and almost called in because I was just hurting. Like, that's insane, bro. He's 39. And he just moving the way he moving.
Man, you understand that, man. You a workout guy. Like,
but
you
it doesn't
understand.
matter. And I retire too.
No, but you understand movement.
I can
is what I'm
extend my
saying.
leg right. That hoe just popped. In real time, bro.
Dog, when you moving like that at this big age, bro, that shit is impressive, bro.
At 39 years old,
I think LeBron needs to retire.
Nah, people need to
Now, if you're saying he needs to retire just because, it's just at a standstill.
He's not winning no more.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
if you're saying that, but don't say his play.
At this point, you padding stats, really, to me.
Well, that's been his whole MO.
Not necessarily.
Nah, he's trying to win. He's trying to win.
The last 5 years, maybe, but not before.
Yes, but the thing is, it needs to be appreciated what this 39-year-old
without question.
man
I'm a huge LeBron fan.
That nigga averaged 30 04 in 06, 05, 06. I just saw that shit when it was Kobe. I think T-Mac, Kobe, all them was averaging 30, whatever. That nigga was right at 34 in 06.
Yeah.
Some shit. Like,
He
so,
ain't never averaged no 34.
well, it was like 30.
But
He was in the 30s.
He's been he's consistently
25 and
he consistently
and he trying
to
win, like-
he consistently like I think it dropped to like 26 now.
Yeah, 8 and 8 or something like that every year.
But like
Yeah.
in the majority of his prime, I think it was 27, 8 and 8.
Yeah,
and
like
it must
every
have
year.
dropped because like the past 2 years he averaged like 25.
And then you can't
At
say he
37 and
trying to
38.
just score all these points. Like, motherfucker average 7 assists and 8 rebounds. Like, he trying to win.
Yeah, I think KD, you brought up KD. I don't know what he needs to do, bro. I don't think they're ever winning in Phoenix.
Hey, put the camera on field.
you can't.
Oh.
I don't think you ever.
Man,
Some
nigga,
pussy.
KD is some
Put the camera on KD.
I told y'all KD. He has some bullshit. I told y'all. He bullshit. He ain't no winner. Y'all was trying to get on LeBron. He ain't LeBron.
That's key to accent.
Nah, he definitely not LeBron. Like, and we
Yeah.
figured that out. Like, and what's crazy, I read this stat that they said that after Jordan, Phil Jackson still won additional rings. Every coach that LeBron has left, none of them have won a ring after him.
Mike Brown.
How come the D-Book don't get no
he
smoke?
wasn't the head
That-
coach?
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
How come
None of them won-
D-Book don't get no smoke?
He do get
He do
smoke.
get smoke. He do. You on
You
Twitter?
you ain't on
If
Twitter.
you on Twitter, you'll see.
No, I be seeing that.
Nah, nah.
He gets
I'm
smoked
talking
on
about
Twitter.
on a, like how we talk about LeBron and KD and them.
Because he's not the best player. Like you got to. There's levels.
He's been I'm just
but
saying.
there's levels to
I
NBA
rock
guys.
with D-Book.
Yeah.
I rock with D-Book. I just feel like he needs to leave Phoenix.
Well, it's got to. KD got to.
Like they just let him keep coming back next season.
I feel like
next
they blow
season,
it up.
next season.
They should blow it up. If I'm the Phoenix owner,
Bradley Beal got a no trade clause. You can't trade him.
I blow it up. Like KD.
KD got to go.
KD go. I'll trade Book. That I saw the rumblings of Book to New York. Like
I like that.
I like that.
that'd
I
be
like
amazing.
that. They could win the chip.
I like
That'd be
that.
amazing.
Because if you,
Hey, shut up. Hey, that
Brunson?
Brunson?
Yeah, you've been watching that sidewalk. So you know
the
what
niggas
oh,
that
after
be-
the game,
Hey, that shit funny.
Dallas did one too, and they just said, "OKC, we coming for you." Hey,
Is this true?
And they say Josh Giddey coming. Y'all better watch our kids.
Yeah, for
That's
real.
what they
Is-
saying
y'all
about Drake too.
Y'all Oklahomians.
I ain't
is
no
this true?
Oklahoman.
I am.
Is this true that they stop people from
You can't buy
purchasing tickets?
during the playoffs. You cannot buy if you have a certain zip code. That is a fact. They've done that all the time.
Yes.
They've done.
Why?
Because our arena's so small. We don't have a lot of money in
Damn,
the
y'all
state.
suck.
No, you gotta protect the fans.
Their arena is 2 levels.
Yeah, it's not
What?
big, bro. Yeah,
How many people it hold?
It probably like 15,000.
They built that in the Durant era.
No, it wasn't built. We took over the convention center.
It was a convention
Man,
center.
y'all some bullshit.
Yeah, bro. That's why.
That's the first place we visited when we took your ass to college.
Bro, that whole been ass
Yeah,
since.
it's gotten a little better, but it's not. It's not a
they
great arena,
generated all that money during the Durant era, and that's what they came up with.
bro. You got to remember, Oklahoma doesn't have a lot of discretionary income, bro. It's
What
not,
does that mean?
We don't have people who have a lot of money that they can spend on entertainment. Most people in Oklahoma are surviving.
That's true.
Like it's hard. Like, and then we also, you got to remember, we lost like 3 companies. I'm about to go down in the weeds just for a second.
But
you know, there were-
Dallas people pissed off.
But you know, when the
Oklahoma ass. Go ahead.
when the natural gas, the prices started to deflate back in like 08, 09, like a lot of those companies that were in Oklahoma that made a lot of bread, they closed. So you're talking like 3 major employers left. Matter of fact, the name of the arena used to be one of the employers.
Is Chesapeake?
What was
It was Chesapeake is gone now. It is a much smaller company than it was. So
now
it's like a
Paycom?
Ford or
No.
Paycom.
Paycom.
And Paycom is a payroll provider.
Hey, yo, fuck Paycom. They didn't want to hire me when I was up there, cuz. Hey, nigga, I hate y'all company. I hate the way y'all website look. I hate y'all shit.
Damn,
Yeah. So
okay,
think about that. So,
some bullshit.
Bro, Paycom, the biggest employers in Oklahoma are like Paycom, Blue Cross Blue Shield,
Yup.
and another health insurance in Tulsa. We don't have a lot of big companies in Oklahoma.
Oh
bro.
my God.
Yes, bro.
That's what it is. Like, so.
Nigga,
So Dale,
Oklahoma,
we used to have a Dale too.
It's 4 hours away. Y'all cannot go.
They're
2.5.
gonna buy them aftermarket. They're gonna buy them aftermarket.
You ain't
That's
gonna
what
do
they're
it.
They gonna buy him after.
That's what the New York niggas did.
I got my college teammate. His brother got season tickets. Him and his brother got season tickets. They gonna sell them.
Yeah, because they can get a grip.
They'll sell them. Like people who just, you know what I'm saying, they'll buy them. And even the like the aftermarket prices here for a ticket are still crazy. Up there,
it's probably like $200 to get into a playoff game. And that's cheap. Down here, probably like $500.
Nigga, what? I can get into that next series.
I was about to get into the Pacers. You can, in the aftermarket, you can get a lower level seat if you're a Knicks fan. If you want to go to Indiana, you can get a lower level seat, a hotel, and go out to eat, and it'll be cheaper than a high-rise seat in New York.
I believe Oklahoma City is the same way. And so you got to remember too, if you think about just, this down in the weeds again, if you think about just Oklahoma in general, they shouldn't really have that team.
Yeah.
They should not have
that team. They lucked up with Westbrook. They got Westbrook, KD, and Harden.
No, not even
No, I'm talking about they shouldn't have the team from Seattle.
From Seattle.
They should not have the team.
The dude bought the Seattle Super.
It was supposed to stay in Seattle.
It was supposed to stay. That's how he got the team.
And then he said, "Now we moving to
stay in Seattle." And he was like, "Oh, we take."
The dude is from Oklahoma.
Yes. Who bought it in Seattle?
You know that nigga?
No, I don't. I do not.
But that was the whole thing. That's why people.
Probably had a meeting with him or some
people
shit.
To this
he
day,
do the books.
People to this day be like, Seattle should have a team.
They should have a team
because he was supposed to stay there.
They were building a new arena and everything in Seattle.
So what made him go do business? Just to bring it?
Just to do. He already had to underline his head. Think about the Vegas.
That's a boss move.
When the Raiders went to the Vegas, how long that took?
Yeah,
these niggas left the next year.
Yeah.
And that they made a makeshift arena that now they've built up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting. But last thing on NBA, because I want to make predictions for this series, Denver or Minnesota.
I'm going fucking Minnesota.
I said it already. And
Oklahoma City or Dallas.
Dallas.
Shit.
Dallas for sure.
I kind of like the Thunder, man.
I like the Thunder, but Dallas they just on the road.
It's them. It's
Kyrie play like this.
It's the other guys too. It's Gafford and what's the big that the Lively.
What's up with Tim Hardaway Jr.?
He might be back in a week or two.
No. He ain't. I don't think he'll play in this series.
No.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think he'll play in this series.
I said it in episodes back. I said Dallas looked like they could make a run. They are built to make a run.
They are built to make a run.
And
I like Lively.
It's clicking. Like you got PJ Washington.
Crazy.
PJ Washington making corner threes.
Yeah.
He defending. He doing what he supposed to do. You got Derrick Jones locking up. You know what I'm saying? That was a sleeper.
Yeah,
he was locking up.
He locking up now.
He was locking up. Then you got Luka and Kyrie doing what they supposed to be doing. And then you got Lively coming off the bench
and
doing what he's supposed to be
roll.
doing. And you got Gafford. You know what I'm saying?
Best pick and roll in the game.
They are built right now to really make a run. And I felt like they was like from the end of the regular season to the playoffs, they was on that run. And I was like, yo, Dallas may be the most dangerous team.
You don't think Dort give Luka or Kyrie no problem?
He can't guard both of them.
Back of your head, bro.
He can't guard both of them.
Man, Dort is an all NBA defender. You tripping, bro?
Come here, boy. I ain't taking away from Dort.
Man, you tripping, bro?
Dort. Hold on. Dort came and was locking down.
But it's only one person.
No. Brandon Ingram may not get the payday he thought he was
because of Dort.
And New Orleans already said they're going with the young boy over Ingram. They're not paying him.
Yeah, the shooter.
Herb Jones.
No, Murphy.
Trey Murphy.
So,
yeah.
Brandon Ingram, Dort locked this nigga up so bad where he not even getting the payday from the team he was playing for.
No, that's real.
That's real. You know what I'm saying? And he Canadian.
Oh, I can't deal with it then. All right, bro. Dort. I can't deal with it. What you said you want to say real quick?
No. I was finna say there ain't nobody in the playoffs right now that could check the 1 and the 2 in Dallas right now.
I agree with that.
There's nobody. Nobody has a
do you need
defender.
Maybe
Minnesota. Maybe that's
because
the best.
They got some dogs. They got some dogs.
Yeah, McDaniels and AE could be a problem. And then having Gobert on the back line, that could be a problem too.
Cat if he don't foul out.
And shit, Conley is a
ain't
pest
nobody
too.
matching up with him.
Okay. All right. Who you got game 7 today? Cleveland or Orlando?
I was telling my uncles in Detroit, the home team gonna win every game.
Okay.
Can I say I watched the first game of that series the other day when Donovan Mitchell went nuts. Nigga scored more than half of their points.
Yeah, he scored like 43 and they scored like 88.
No, he had
50. And
Oh,
they had
damn.
He had 50
51.
and they had 96. No, he had 50. They had 96.
The total team had 96 points.
That's crazy.
He scored all the points in the fourth quarter.
all the points.
and got hurt in the middle of the game.
And he scored all the points in the fourth quarter, which is 18, but he scored the last 22 points
of their team.
Of the game.
I think Paolo went. I think Orlando.
Man, that boy is so smooth.
Paolo
when we went to the game, and I was just looking. I was staring. I told you on the
You
pod.
said he was thick.
Bro, this nigga tall, thick, like he like a man baby child. Like he got he young,
he big.
dog.
He
And then
big.
we close to the court, like watching these niggas go ISO, bro. So smooth, know where he want to go, get his shot up. I like that kid.
This got to be mano a mano type game. Paolo versus. Well, see, the Cleveland got more weapons though.
Darius Garland got to give him a game.
He haven't had one.
He got to have like 20.
And they got Jared Allen.
He's not playing.
He ain't playing today.
Well, the current
No.
score is 33 to 18.
Who winning?
Magic.
Damn.
Good. Okay. All right. And then Knicks.
I got Knicks. Knicks tape, baby.
Okay, so Knicks
I like
faces
Knicks.
Jalen
I
Brunson,
like Knicks.
And then the winner, of course, is going to lose. Boston is going to beat whoever comes out of it.
I got Knicks to the finals.
No, Boston
Ain't
play.
no
I'm
way.
talking about this series.
Oh,
They're going to play
got
the winner of.
You really do?
I got Knicks to the finals, bro.
Without
You
Randall?
crazy.
I got Knicks
You're
to
crazy.
the finals.
You want to bet 100
cuz.
push-ups?
You want to bet? I'll bet you.
I'm betting that. I'm betting.
Okay.
I want that shake.
Okay, 100,
You got yourself a goddamn game.
100 push-ups. You saw it. Knicks not going to the
Dog,
finals.
no,
Yeah,
this is
Boston
why,
gonna watch them.
This is why I'm really fooling with the Knicks, bro. Think about just like succeeding with
I know
your
you said
college
that. You said
niggas,
that.
bro.
You said that.
That's a different kind of feeling. Like that's
They don't have the talent to succeed.
They can't beat
that,
Boston,
though.
though.
Porzingis hurt.
He going to be back before the Eastern Conference Finals.
Even before that, I told y'all from the beginning of the year when the season started and everybody was like, "Hey, Porzingis," I was like, "I ain't fool. I
don't believe in
convinced
no
with him.
Porzingis, no.
I ain't convinced with him."
Nah, he cold, though.
Bro,
Like, he is cold.
Is,
He gets hurt. He gets hurt, but he's cold.
he is always the poison.
I know. But if he can, they need 12 days from him.
We got Dallas, right? What was he on that Dallas team that went to the Western Conference Finals?
No,
He got traded.
he got traded.
The year he got traded, what they do?
Western Conference Finals. Yeah.
He is the poison on any team that they own because one, he wants to be that guy.
He does.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Two, he's expendable on defense. I watched him against the Heat get punked. The entire.
But you're talking about what's his name? The Heat center.
Adebayo.
Yeah, that's one of the best centers in the game.
Wasn't
Though.
even Adebayo.
Who was punking him?
He tried to post up Caleb Martin and couldn't move him.
Nah, no way. I don't believe. I'd have
Look
to see.
up
I'd have
the
to see
tape.
that. There's no way.
Look
bro.
up the tape.
Caleb Martin is our size.
But
It was
you
the-
know he likes to play his mid game, his mid game range shit.
It's 7'3".
7'3".
I don't care about none of that shit. When you're a hooper, regardless of who you playing, if you're taller than that opposition and you got some weight on you or whatever, because he looked slim,
big. Yeah, but he got some weight.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be no problem backing down no guard.
And that's a guard. Because
That's
Caleb
a
Martin is a
guard.
guard.
He couldn't move Caleb Martin.
That's crazy to me. I
feel
didn't
me?
see that. That's crazy.
Like,
yeah.
I ain't never been sold on Porzingis, like ever. And when everybody was like,
called unicorn and all that shit.
everybody was saying, "Oh, them getting Porzingis may be the move that get him." I said, "Nigga, they taking a step back." Again, consistency. You can go back to the episodes and look it up. I am saying these same exact words. He ain't that.
All right, last thing. Did you watch Katt Williams?
No, the
That
fight was
shit
on.
was
I heard it was trash.
trash.
I heard it was trash.
I personally, and so I was really disappointed.
I was so disappointed.
I heard it was
I
trash.
had set up my night. I had maybe popped some plant-based medicine. You know,
Fee.
I had sat. I was thinking this was gonna
Damn,
be
so
epic.
you was ready to laugh.
I was too.
I was ready to laugh. And
I was rooting for him.
I had started to put out a tweet, but I was like, nah, I don't want to be like.
You saw my tweet. You
I did see
responded
yours.
it.
I know.
I was about to get the fight.
So y'all tell me what it was like in
Let me
That's-
tell you, I was about to get the fight.
And I convinced him. Well, I told him that Moninga would be good.
Yeah, because I was like, who
Yeah.
was this guy facing Canelo?
that fight was very good.
It was good.
And I was like, I looked up that price. That hoe said $90.
$89.95.
I was like,
No, you got to get the link, cuz.
I ain't feel like having to deal with all that.
See, he going against his people. He said, get the link.
I ain't feel like having to deal with all that shit because sometimes you get it
and it mess up in the middle of it.
I got PTSD of downloading links and fucking up my family computer, so I wasn't doing that shit. I wasn't doing that shit. But when I say it started off, as soon as he was like, you know, my Mexicans and they might make noise, my whites, and then he said my black people and all that, and he got on his knees and all that shit. I was like, he's stretching this hoe out. This shit's about to be
I knew it was a problem when he ran for 2 minutes in the beginning.
That's what I'm talking about. He did that shit, and then he was like, my black people, my Mexican, my white, and then all he did, no lie, Jed, all he did, and I'll take a shot because I said your name.
I ain't tripping.
All he did was be on Twitter on live.
Yes. What disappointed me?
He
played clips.
He had visual presentations.
He talked about a deaf kid playing football.
Blind.
Yes. He talked about a blind kid playing football. Where I was
that was a topic like years ago.
And I was like, there's no way that this is going to be a joke, because what's funny about it, when he put up the video clip, it still wasn't funny.
It wasn't.
And even the audience wasn't laughing. So he tried to bring him back in and do all this extra shit. Like the reparations thing was kind of funny.
No, that shit was that was kind of funny. That shit was the only funny one that I
don't even want to watch.
No lie.
You got to watch it.
No lie. The only thing that I chuckled at when he was talking about the Tory Lanez, and he was like, they took this nigga freedom and hairline, and he was like, nigga, what the fuck? And his facial expression when he said it, that was the only thing, because even the joke wasn't funny, but it was how he reacted when he's like acting like, that was the only thing that
what's really sad, and what's really sad, I know for a fact that since he got that popularity boost from Shannon Sharp, white people watch this.
Yeah.
And I know they was at home really mad eating their Campbell's soup and shit.
No,
they was really upset,
that shit
bro.
Was so cringy because he was like how he ended it. He was talking about, you said the reparations shit.
Yeah, the reparations was towards the end.
He was like, yeah, white people get us the reparations. They can even say nigga. And
I
was like, bro, what?
He started, but I think that's what happens when you do something live.
Bro.
I think he forgot his jokes. Because there was a few times too where he kind of like, and that's why you can't do shit live. He paused for a second and like tried to collect his thoughts. He didn't do like Chris Rock. Remember, Chris Rock did 2 jokes over. He was like, let me say that. That was bullshit.
He treated that shit like a cipher.
Hold on. So is this their first live comic?
Since Chris Rock.
Since
Chris Rock already did it.
Chris Rock was the first one after he got smacked in the face.
They got.
Tonight they got a roast.
No.
The roast of Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. That's
tonight.
But they got the Mulaney shit tomorrow.
I'm not gonna watch that.
I ain't watching
I'm not gonna watch
What's that?
The dude that was on
SNL.
No, but he was on a sitcom too, though.
He had his own sitcom.
Yeah. I'm not watching him.
But he was a writer on SNL.
I'm not watching him because I don't know. To me, I don't know if he's a musician.
No, he's a comic. He's a comic. Oh. He's witty, funny. He's that dry
That
humor.
nigga got a payday, cuz.
Oh, Katt Williams.
No, I'm not knocking.
I'm not knocking.
No. That's what I'm saying. He took his money. It sounded like he took the money.
And ran. And literally ran on stage.
And he literally ran.
How much he get paid for that shit?
Probably 20 million at least. At least 20 million.
Because if they rolled it out, rolled this shit out for like a month.
I guarantee you 20 million people watched that.
Bro, it was so bad.
A lot of people watched that, man.
I was watching the fight.
You know that
I was watching Mexico.
You know that
Mexico.
You know that SpongeBob meme where like the crowd is looking like just blank stare.
Yeah. Oh my God, this guy sucked.
There
was a lot of that.
I felt.
It was a lot of that.
That's how I felt. I was like, bro, and it goes to a test like for me for this. I would say this. In this definitively, I would never purchase a ticket to go see him, Chris Tucker, or Dave Chappelle live.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't. I can't. Like the nostalgia of Dave Chappelle is up there, but like from just his previous lives to what he does now. It's like
it's better to watch a up and coming comedian, or like I went to the Andrew show.
Yeah.
Shit was great.
Yeah.
Like she was great. You would have liked that shit.
I'm not getting Killing Them Softly, Dave Chappelle.
Like
you know
but that was him coming up.
You getting lectures. I don't want that bullshit. You don't feel me?
Yeah.
And so that's the thing with these comedians now. And he talked about it where he was like, you know, you got to be treading lightly by political correctness and all that stuff. You don't even know how to be political correct, but the jokes wasn't hidden because they was ass. Like it's some truth to that, but at the same time, the funny comedians know how to do it. Like honestly, what's that white kid name that be on Wildin' Out? Matt Wright.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Like
funny.
The clips I see from him are funny. Like they're actually interactive. Like he interacted with a lady that was asleep in his
show
in his set.
Yeah.
And it was her birthday. And he called her a bitch and all that shit. I don't fool with that, but it was still funny in its sense.
Yeah.
Whereas it wasn't like offensive and all that shit. They even called the daughter and was like, you know, I got
pulled her.
No. He was like, she was like, my daughter don't believe that was you that called. And he called her and he was like, it's Brittany, bitch. And it was still like witty.
It's better to see
that.
comedians on they come up and still when they just you know riding the wave, like when they already legends. You know what I'm saying? That shit is like when we got our people, Jeff Shelley, Lil Daryl. Like I like putting money in their pocket and going to see they shows. Like. Cause you know that they're eager and they're hungry and they just in their craft. Like these dudes, when I see Cedric D Entertainment, they're gonna be at the Smart Financial Center.
I'm not going.
I ain't going.
I'm not going.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not going to that. I wouldn't go to Katt Williams either. But
like
after last night,
I love all. Well, I grew up on all of them, but I'm not. You know, I like to see
DL gonna
them.
give you political.
Hits the fan. All the people want to dance.
Get on with me.
Get the fuck out of here.
With me.
Last thing, if you are on a blue chew or unnecessarily horny, you should watch this movie on Tubi called Promiscuously Toxic.
What's that?
It's just a horny movie. It just
What's the premise?
Horny. I clicked on it on accident after Katt Williams. All right. Let me see what's going on here. I'm telling you, bro. That there's sex scenes.
What's the title of it?
Promiscuously Toxic.
Okay.
Sex scenes to dialogue. It's like 5 sex scenes to 1 dialogue part. I'm talking all kinds of sex everywhere. So if you wild horny, I encourage y'all to watch that. That's all I got.
Hey, we got good responses when we had Tubi in here.
I know. I'm telling you,
we gotta get them. We gotta get them back.
This is in Dallas. This is based in Dallas.
I got this in my notes. Bro. We got picked up. So my wife and I went to Detroit. My aunt passed. So we flew.
Our condolences, of course.
Appreciate it. We flew to Detroit Friday morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. As soon as we landed, we had to go straight to the funeral. So we was already dressed. Our Uber driver is talking to us like, hey, man, y'all be watching these Tubi movies and all this stuff. A lot of them come out here to shoot movies and all that. I'm like, yeah, I see a lot of Tubi movies. I like one of my favorite movies that's considered a Tubi movie, but it was before Tubi came out, is Plug Love.
Yeah, but it's on Tubi, though. They put it on
they put it on there now. But like, I was like one of my
Hot
favorite
Boys
movies.
was a Tubi movie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I got the hookup.
But Plug Love was on Amazon and all that. But this dude said, and I quote, I'm going to put him out there because I want the people to watch it. He was our Uber driver. His name is Armando King. I took notes. He was telling us the Tubi movies he was in. There's a movie called Gunplay. The character he said he was hanging, getting tortured. That's his character in that movie. He's in a movie called Rose Gold.
That's a good movie.
Okay. Our producer just said that's a good movie. So he was the sheriff that was talking with a southern slang.
Hold on. I know that dude there.
He was the sheriff in that movie.
Yeah.
I
have seen that. But nigga, I watch Tubi all the time. What are you talking about? That's all I do.
He was the sheriff in that movie talking with a southern slang. So how he brought it up to us, he was like, yeah, man, y'all should check it out. I feel like these 2 movies was the most I showed my versatility in.
That's what's up.
And I was like, that's what's up. Like, okay. And so he got something else coming out. It's the Jackie Wilson series.
Oh, shit.
They got a series coming out about Jackie Wilson's life.
Can dance too?
He is playing the daughter of the first.
What?
No. My bad. I said that wrong. I said that wrong. My bad, Armando.
Armando.
He is playing the dad of the dad of his first wife, Jackie Wilson's first wife. So he's the dad of Jackie Wilson's first wife.
Okay, I'm gonna iron some pants and
so
turn that shit on.
Like he was so proud in this shit, and so I wanted to give him a shout out. And yeah, y'all go check that out on Tubi. Again, the movies are Gunplay, Rose Gold, and then Jackie Wilson series.
My bro ain't even credited on IMDb, but I know who you're talking about.
And so look, what was crazy when he picked us up? This is a true story. My wife can attest to this shit. This nigga said, yeah, man, I'm in this Jackie Wilson series. And then he was like, yeah, man, I just can't wait till it come out. People going, I said, that's what's up. When it come out? He was like, the premiere is on the 4th. I said, okay, so what you went, you going to the premiere, right? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna be at the premiere. I can't wait to the premiere and all that stuff. I said, what you got? He was like, oh, I ain't even got my fit yet and all that. I was like, you know the premiere tomorrow. Tomorrow, May 4th. He's like, oh shit, tomorrow is May 4th.
You're gonna pull up in flip-flops.
Man, that's episode 296, man. We out.